Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we have Anchit here with us, who's been recently placed at Pocket Pills or Casahealth Tech, which is a Superdream company in VIT. He got placed through his campus placements. So he's here with us to share his interview experience. Before we talk to him, let's look at the eligibility criteria. So all students from the CSE and ECM branches with a CGPA of 6 or 60% above in 10th and 12th, as well as 70% or a 7 CGPA above in the pursuing degree with no standing arrears were eligible for this particular opportunity. Let's go ahead and talk to Anchit now. Hi Anchit, welcome to my channel and congratulations on your placement.
Hi Jishnu. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me here.
And
thank you for congratulating me for my placement.
Right. So, would you like to introduce yourself first?
Yeah. So my name is Anchit Agarwal. I'm from Pune, Maharashtra. I've just completed my I've just completed my 7th semester, which was a fast track semester from VIT Vellore.
Okay.
My degree focuses on computer science and engineering
Okay.
core. And recently, on 24th October, I got the mail saying that I have been placed in Pocket Pills.
Okay, that's really great. So you can now tell us about your interview process, like how many rounds were there and what they comprised of.
Yeah, sure. So in total, there were 4 rounds. The first round was an online test which contained two DSA questions.
Okay.
Both were medium to hard questions.
Okay.
And one SQL question, and it was different for many people.
Okay.
And at the end we had 10 MCQs.
Okay.
MCQs were based on what role we were selecting. So there were 4 roles: front-end associate engineer, back-end. The third one was data analysis, and the fourth one was DevOps.
Okay.
Not many people had participated in DevOps, so I mean it might be different for them because they don't need to do coding questions and everything. So
Right.
I don't have much idea about them.
Okay.
But yeah, for data analysis, front-end and back-end, this was the back-end.
Okay. So after that, you had.
After which, based on the score, there was another round. It was a technical interview round.
Okay.
So it was based on what content you have put in your resume. So I had many projects. So mostly for me, it mostly considered of about my projects.
Okay.
So he asked me about the projects in great details. At one point of time, he even asked me how can for example, if I'm solving a problem, then isn't it the minimal way to solve a problem?
Okay.
So yes, I mean I said yes, it is a minimal way because I didn't have much time and everything. So this is what I can present. This is what I could present. And in order to further enhance my projects, I can use this technology and use this and this approach.
Okay.
So it was mostly about that. After which he asked me 3 DSA questions.
Okay.
First one, suddenly he saw that I was getting a little bit nervous, so he asked me about Frisbee's question.
Okay.
Now I know that the question is very easy. Anyone can solve it. But the reason why he asked me, he wanted to see if I know each and every word what I'm typing for in Java or not.
Okay.
So that's why he first asked me to write a pseudo code, then a flowchart, and then the code.
Okay.
He just wanted to see if I can actually if I'm great in communication while explaining my code or not.
Right.
Second question was about the parenthesis, the famous parenthesis question based on stack. And the last question was about merging overlapping intervals.
Okay.
And I was able to answer all of these questions.
Okay.
After that, we had a third round. It was another technical round. It mostly consisted about front-end questions because I had put React in my resume. He asked me about virtual DOM, and he asked me lot of things.
Okay.
Differences between function and class components, and about props, hooks. He asked me a lot. He grilled me a lot.
Okay.
And in the last, I think in the last 15 minutes, he just kept on asking me about JavaScript questions.
Okay.
He asked me questions based on closures, based on the differences between let, const, and var variables. About different, how can you, whether this keyword works in the arrow function or not, and why does it not work?
Okay.
I think the last question he asked me about, and he gave me a code, and I had to write what should be the output of that.
Okay.
So it was a very confusing question.
Okay.
Then the last round was HR round. It was mostly a conversation type. In fact, no one got rejected in the last round. 6 people were selected for last round, and all of them were selected after that last round as well.
Okay.
It was an HR round, and she asked me. It was only conversation, and the only two questions which she asked me was a situation question, that if I am stuck in if I yeah yeah yeah, it was a situation question in which he asked me if I am stuck in a situation where I have to do many things at a time in very less amount of time, how would I do?
Okay.
And the second question was, if you have very limited resources, how will you be able to learn a new technology?
Okay.
So that's about how my interview process was.
Okay. Okay, that's great. So thank you for sharing your experience. And do you have any suggestions for people who want to get into Superdream companies or good companies in general?
Yeah, sure. I would like to give some suggestions. So first suggestion would be to please get hands-on experience with DSA. I think everyone agrees about that.
Right.
Agrees on that. Try to start studying DSA from first semester itself. That's what I believe. Do practice questions on different websites. Also give many contests, because it tells you, because if you won't be able to solve questions in the right amount of time, then you won't be able to clear the round one itself. So yeah, about regarding projects and everything, it's best if you participate in hackathons, because you get motivated and you actually solve good problems there. You also get problem statements from real companies, so you're actually solving good problem statements.
Right.
So yeah, the third and the last suggestion would be, it's a little controversial, but I think especially for CSE core people, it's great if you can get your CGPA above 9, because it
definitely matters. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You have anything else?
Yeah. No, I think this is from my side about suggestions.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much again for your experience and for the suggestions. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you for having me.